Some memories fade with time. Others don't. They stay with you, sharp, clear, unchanged. No matter how many years pass, what you're about to hear, a true experience, is shared by people who still don't understand what they encountered. They weren't looking for the paranormal. They weren't chasing ghosts, but something found them anyway. And once it did, it never fully let go. My name is Jim, and this was the first time I realized the world was as safe as I thought it was. It happened in 2008. I was 8 years old, staying at my grandmother's house, late at night, close to bedtime. My grandmother had already gone to sleep, and I was alone in the living room, lying on the couch, watching cartoons. The house was quiet. Too quiet. That's when something entered my vision. The bathroom door, it was slightly open. Inside the darkness, something white moved. It looked like a cloth, a towel, maybe. It swayed gently, back and forth. At first, I ignored it. Kids don't question things like that. But after a moment, a thought crossed my mind. Why was it moving? There was no fan on, no window open. Still, I brushed it off. I kept watching TV. Eventually, I got thirsty. I went to the kitchen, poured a glass of milk, and carried it back to the living room. The cartoon ended. I turned off the TV. Then I turned off the lights, and that's when I saw it again. The white cloth. Still there. Still swaying. But now, in the darkness, it looked wrong. The air felt heavier, like the house was holding its breath. Slowly, I stood up. Every step toward the bathroom felt harder than the last. And through the narrow crack of the door, I saw something inside. A foot. Black. Perfectly still. The skin looked dry, cracked, lifeless. Not dirty, not shadowed. It was drained. Like something that had been dead for a very long time. It wasn't moving. It wasn't breathing. It was just standing there, watching. I ran. I sprinted to my grandmother's room and shook her awake. I told her everything. She told me it was my imagination. But imagination doesn't leave details burned into your mind. I went back to the living room, lay on the couch. That's when the ceiling changed. A shadow appeared, but shadows don't walk. This one did. It moved across the ceiling slow, deliberate, controlled. I couldn't scream. I couldn't move. So I closed my eyes and pretended to sleep. When I opened them again, it was morning. The bathroom was empty. No towel. No cloth. Nothing. Nearly 18 years later, I still remember the skin, and I still ask myself, whose foot was it? This happened when I was 10. I grew up without parents. My mother left the country. My father was killed. My grandmother took me in. The house she lived in wasn't really a home. It was divided into sections. To reach the kitchen or bathroom, you had to walk outside. At night, through darkness, the house was always tense. Arguments, anger, silenced, that felt hostile. One night, at exactly 10 p.m., the water started running. My grandmother told me to help fill the water jugs. She stepped outside first. I followed. But she was gone. I panicked. The yard split into two paths. Left, right. I chose right. And then I saw him, a tall man, lying beside a tree. His body was shaking violently. I couldn't see his face. Then he spoke. He sighed my name once, twice, 3 times. His voice didn't sound human. It sounded hollow. Then he started throwing stones. Not hard. Just enough. Enough to make me run. I found my aunt. My grandmother had been in the kitchen the whole time. Weeks later, when I told her, she froze. No one was outside that night. She said it could have been an evil spirit, but spirits don't throw stones, and strangers don't know your name. My name is Pamela. My father always slept with the lights on. One night, He felt a hand grab his leg. He didn't open his eyes. Something felt wrong. The hand traced his foot. Slowly, intentionally. When he opened his eyes, a black cat sat on his chest. Its face was twisted. Wrong. The moment they made eye contact, it leaped off him and ran into the wall and disappeared. Later, my father and I both saw a shadow figure, 3 to 4 feet tall. That's when we moved. But the encounters never stopped for him. Some people go their entire lives without seeing anything strange. Others see too much. And once you've seen it, you can never unsee it. So, ask yourself, if these were just stories, why do so many people describe the same things? The same shadows, the same voices, the same feeling of being watched. Thanks for watching. If you have a story you'd like to share, you know where to find me. Don't forget to subscribe.